We're gonna crank this thing over. I just put oil in it, and I'm gonna make sure that the oil is getting to this cam, because we found that piece of silicone that was stuck in the oil galley that fed this cam only. So the exhaust cam was fine, but this one was toast. We replaced all that, got that little piece of silicone out there. I couldn't tell if there's any others. Hopefully there's not, and we'll crank it over and we'll have oil pressure on that cam, and then we can put everything back together, put it back in the car, take it to the dyno, make sure it's all good to go, take it to the track. This is the intake cam has a separate cam that changes the rocker ratio. So it'll be like low.
That's like the VTEC.
Low,
but
like
variable
lift.
VTEC. So not like on off. But
exactly.
It's like very
throughout the range. But we just lock it open.
Better.
No.
Oh, so you don't need
No. No, we just lock it open.
So it doesn't work.
It's not better than VTEC.
No.
What?
It's not VTEC, so
But it's like,
it's infinitely better than VTEC.
Oh,
damn.
that's a bold claim.
You see these Euro guys, man. They
It's
just,
like instead of like bah, it's like actually like whoa, and a nice linear power band, and you're not waiting for that point to where the VTEC kicks in with your VTEC controller.
Hey,
by the way, I don't like Hondas.
Mike loves Hondas.
All right,
VTEC forever.
so we're gonna use Dave's car over here as a jumper pack.
Good 10?
I'm working on it.
All right, so I don't know if it's gonna spray oil everywhere, but
Splash zone.
could. So we've got the turbo oil feed line
Make sure that thing
right
don't-
there. Yeah, make sure it stays on its little spot.
Yeah.
And
That's gonna spray oil.
yeah, I don't know how much oil pressure it's gonna make cranking. 10, 15, 20 pounds,
Might
maybe.
make 60.
That's an oil pump.
I don't know if it's not getting ground yet, or if that thing is not getting power.
Oh,
It's getting power.
that's the right one. On the chassis, it didn't arc.
No, I know, because it's not on, and it's a ground kill.
Ah, that makes sense.
Barely on there.
Oh, it's moving.
Is it?
Okay, it's staying.
What is this? Is this water?
Yeah, that's water.
Search.
Yeah, like a bleeder.
Oh, Mark's here. For the
All right,
splash.
fellas, let me show you what's going on.
Nice. I like your plug.
Let's plug it up.
Mark, stand right here.
So it's on the it's
Stand
on
right here. Stand right here.
opposite tilt
Look,
right now.
look down into there.
Let me know if you see any
And then
oil
if
in
there's
that
oil
thing.
coming out. Yeah.
Get it real
No,
close
like,
though,
put-
like
yeah,
real
put it in your
close,
face.
so you really get a good eye.
All right, we're ready.
I'm huge on going to Vegas, but I can't always get there, so sometimes I need to bring Vegas to me. I want to thank Pop Slots for sponsoring today's video. And the best part is, listen up.
You can earn my VIP loyalty points in-game and can redeem them for real-life rewards in all MGM resorts and other partners worldwide.
So you guys buckle up, get ready to have some fun, and let's start spinning. Download Pop Slots using the link in the description or scan the QR code right here on the screen and get 10 million free chips if you're a new player. Available in the iOS App Store and Google Play. It's that easy. We're gonna go into the MGM Grand. This is really cool. We're inside an MGM property. When I play this game, I can accumulate real rewards that can be redeemed in real life. I just unlocked a new casino, which is sweet. I can actually go and start playing now inside the Mirage. The casinos are locked, so you have to earn your way to have the ability to go in there and actually play some slots. But look, you can spin and you can start earning your rewards, you guys. As the ultimate Las Vegas experience, Pop Slots features dozens of free-to-play slots games and offers the most unique bonus games and live slots tournaments in actual MGM casino. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, big win, baby. Pop Slots is the official MGM casino game, live slot and bingo tournaments against other players from around the world. I got 17 million in the bank. I've been playing this for the last 30 minutes. It's a lot of fun. And its top games include Lucky Sevens, Casino Heist, Luck of the Devil, and the Money Comb. Go to the link in description, download the game, play, earn your own rewards, and then redeem them at MGM properties. Oh, what?
Oh, it fell.
Wait, what are you doing? What is all this?
This is starting it up.
What is that?
Crank this thing over here. Crank it.
just run right here?
Yep.
Hopefully it won't go anywhere.
Is it gonna squirt?
Is it on there?
Do you need the signal to tell it to go?
I have it on there.
I got you. Bring out the oil.
Nope. I don't know if this battery's dead.
I will.
Damn, I should have brought my fancy new jumper pack.
If it's fancy though, I don't know if it works because it doesn't see a battery connected to it, so that doesn't turn on. All the new small ones.
Because then if your battery's actually dead, it can't help you.
Well, it's got a pressure washer built in.
What? What? Wait.
I said fancy.
So we've tried 3 different batteries.
We tried. Let's just put it in the car, and then you can use the start button.
Dude, what the hell? Why won't this thing?
All right, let's throw Tim on a hamster wheel.
I mean, it says it's on, but it's like,
Throw Tim on the Stairmaster,
and then he'll, you know.
oh, yep, that's the one.
No, it looks like it's stuck.
That's the one.
I don't know why it would be stuck.
Starter
The starter is not turning, and it is not doing anything for some reason.
Huh.
It had 12 volts.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I mean, it had 12 volts. I don't know what the amps were at, but it is not even like trying to crank.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Wake up. Wake up. Good morning.
Tricks. It's gotta work now. I feel it. Does this other motor have a starter?
No.
No.
Cheap.
Old mic on the beat. Morse code. So this is the starter. I don't see anything wrong with it, but it does not seem to be working. You disconnected the charger, have you?
Oh, it's spinning.
Yeah, so the charger just wasn't on.
It was clicking on and then turning off.
Dude, this charger, we need to get a real one. That thing is bull. That's why you couldn't even like crank the other cars, like they don't charge. Yeah.
You should smash that mic.
Oh, dude,
I was about
it's
to.
run over.
You should. I saw it. I saw you hold yourself back, but you should just.
Throwing it across the parking lot.
Here the whole time.
All right, just put it on now.
Okay, ready?
Well, oil is coming out of here.
I see
Well,
oil
yeah.
coming through there.
Starting to. That is
Got compression too.
really crazy right there.
What do you see?
Oh, for the mechanical pump? Well, that's a big problem. I gotta call Papadakis.
Why? Because you
Tell him.
plugged that?
No, because it's not plugged.
Oh.
So think about all the oil pressure you're losing. Did you see how much oil was flowing through there?
Yeah.
So this used to be a direct fuel injected engine, and this used to be the high pressure fuel pump over here. And it looks like it had a lubrication port for that pump that is now not being used. And it is just spraying a ton of oil with no restriction out of that hole. So these engines have oiling issues, but from what I know, only have oiling issues in the non-DFI setup. And I think that might be the entire problem right there. Let's see where that oil is coming from. What port? Let's see if we can just plug that. You know? Yeah, that's the big, it's a big hole right there.
Wow. Oh, I thought it was that thread in one. I was like, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
freeze plug, angle freeze plug.
Yeah, I mean a freeze plug, if we have one that's that size, might work, but I don't know if it's really gonna stay in there. Yeah, I don't know if we have anything we could actually like,
I know.
that would
I know
fit
the
in there.
perfect thing.
What's that?
Silicone. It's proven.
You should weld it, Sean.
Or
No, we just
weld that up.
no, because it's too close to where the cam lobe is. Like if that deforms at all, then it'll spin the cam.
Just have Tim weld it so there's no penetration.
Let's see.
Mike, what you think?
I was trying to find something to make a plug.
Plug it. Throw some. Throw it in the freezer. Smash it in there.
I got some Del Taco in there.
Oh jeez. See, this is when you need a lathe.
Yep.
Lathe with,
Lathe would make it real easy.
how much is a lathe? Actually, I got a little tabletop one. It's probably ass, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, we can buy one.
We need to get one.
probably about only a couple tenths worth of play.
Yeah. So maybe we can pop this out of there. It's like basically like a ball bearing that they hammer in to block it. So they drill a hole this way, and then they drill a hole this way to make it go from here to here. That's the passage. So if we can pop that ball out of there, then we can drill it and tap it and put a bolt into it with some Loctite on it that'll seal it up.
Thread locker or something.
Yeah. But we have to get that out of there first. Maybe just like die grinder around the hole because it's probably just peened
Yeah.
in there. I don't know if it's really like how solid it is.
Just pop that
We could also,
thing in
like-
the mill.
Weld something. Well, we have a mill, but we don't have collets or any end mills. Yeah. If we just had tools,
Tools are good.
could try to weld something to it. And that'll probably loosen up the aluminum around there too.
Yeah. Get some heat into it.
Pretty sticky. On the ball. Yeah, I think it started to move up, but I think it's just binding up a little bit. Got it. Now we have a hole that we can drill and tap. We drilled it out for a 5mm bolt. Now we'll tap it, and then we'll clean it all out. Actually, you want to turn the ultrasonic cleaner on so it can heat up a little bit. And we'll clean it. Then we'll put some Loctite on the bolt, put it in there. It'll be clean, no oil in there, so the Loctite will stick. And we will be plugged up and ready to put this thing on. Put the valve cover on this motor. And then, honestly, I think we solved a serious issue here because that was a lot of oil that was just being dumped out.
How many taps have you broken in your days, Mike?
Quite a few. But I've learned my lesson mostly, so I don't usually break taps anymore.
I don't learn my lesson. I get real impatient and
Boom! That's when it happens. That's when disaster strikes.
oh, dude, we're machining those end tanks that I designed for Ready, and we're at Gary's machining them, and he had to like come back to the last one. It was the very last process. I'm like, oh, it's just like for mock-up. Like I'm testing like the seal.
Yeah.
So like we don't even need to tap them. He's like, oh no, that's cool, we got it. And he like messed up one of the offsets. Dude, the machine just rammed the tap into the thing and like destroyed the piece. Like, damn, dude. Good times.
Yeah, that sucks. So taps are hardened and very difficult to get out. So you can't drill a tap out because it is harder than a drill bit or as hard as a drill bit.
It's never flat.
It's never flat.
Walk around.
It's a nightmare. So there's like you do like the electronic, kind of like a laser pulse thing.
Jerry's tap and die or whatever, and they could get some stuff out.
Yeah, there's a company that has like I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a pulse laser kind of thing that'll burn and melt a tap or a bolt out rather than trying to physically remove it. But that takes a while.
Because it always tries to dig back in on the way out. Like even if you get it going and it gets stuck the other way.
Yeah, it's already bound up. But tips, when you start tapping something, you go in a little bit, you feel it get tight,
Go back.
you go backwards. Take it all the way out, clean the threads off, put some tap fluid on there, blow it out, start again. It's always like you go in a little bit, you back out a little bit. You go in a little more, you back out a little bit. Otherwise, you bind up, going wrong, hopefully enough, just keep going. It'll cut the tap open. On aluminum, only steel stuff, but this part doesn't need to come out, or shouldn't come out. So
This should never come out.
so we use, this is like basically permanent. It's high strength, and usually you would never even use this on steel in anything less than like 8mm, probably 10mm. Because
M5.
M5, you'll literally snap the head of the bolt off before this loosens up. So this is yeah. All right, cleanish. Hit it with a little brake cleaner, blow it out, air, make sure it's all good and clean.
Fancy.
Fancy,
Only
fancy.
used like the little baby tubes. Yeah, normally you would not use that much.
No, I want it to seal.
But yeah, you don't want that thing. You don't want that thing going anywhere.
And that'll stay in there forever. It's gonna become one. That's good. Nothing's coming out. It's all contained. Bolts in.
Yep. Bolts in. I'm just happy that I could be a part of helping put this engine together.
Yeah.
These fellas
You know,
wouldn't know what
me
to
and
do.
Tim found out that you could weld steel to aluminum.
Oh yeah. No, I had a guy that worked for me before that. Welding steel together with aluminum rod, and he
Not
was
very
there.
strong, but
It was yeah. It was like he's like, I don't know what's going on. I finally got a bead going, and I took it. I was like, that's aluminum.
my steel to aluminum was definitely stronger than some Loctite.
Tim, what's that? A wheel of the flies.
Nice.
Oh, don't forget that. Can't forget that.
No, that's probably not too good, huh?
I get
How do you think this is going to affect LeBron's legacy?
Dude, you know, it's just too early to tell.
You can put it down if you want.
No, just hold that.
He's taking that home.
Take that.
Those SFI steel bell housings are crazy heavy.
Damn, what the hell happened there? Someone
Where? Oh, that was
got caught with the die grinder there?
that wasn't the die grinder. That was the end mill.
Oh,
So I had it in the mill to cut this out,
and, it fucking
and I
spun
only
it.
had like 2 clamps on it because like I didn't have anything to bolt it down. I didn't want to spend a bunch of time making a fixture for it. So yeah, like it slipped.
Damn, that's a
and
crazy
rotated.
end move.
Oh, it was like the one that removes a lot of material all at once. Wow. We are trying to check to make sure the bell housing is centered. So we're using this dial indicator, turning it around. Then we'll line up the bell housing just like we did on the F12. So when I built this car, I was in a rush, trying to get it done. And I didn't get a chance to do this. I was hoping that it was all dialed in. It's a off-the-shelf QuickTime bell housing. It's a Samsonite adapter plate and adapter block plate that was made by Papadakis, and the same stuff they used in their Supra FD car. But I don't know how accurate the QuickTime bell housings are. It might be a little bit warped, it might be a little bit off. So just to make sure that it's all centered up, we're just gonna check it. Hold on. So I was doing way too many things and I wasn't thinking clearly. So we have the bell housing dialed in. It is perfectly lined up right now with the crankshaft within like 0.02 of an inch, which is crazy small. But if we pull the bell housing off, we're gonna lose that because we've opened up the holes in the bell housing slightly to be able to adjust it. But we were gonna weld these pins onto the bell housing. But right now the aluminum plate, the tolerance between this pin and the plate is really, really tight. So the pins are pressed into the aluminum plate. And if we weld these on here, it's gonna be nearly impossible to get the bell housing off. It's gonna be almost like just pressed together. So we're gonna pull the bell housing back off. We're gonna knock those pins out of that plate, and then we got a ream, which is kind of like a drill bit, but you'll see in a little bit. It has a lot of sides, it's not tapered. So we can open up that hole just slightly to where these pins are not so much of an interference fit. An interference fit basically means the hole is slightly smaller or the same size as the pin. So when it goes in, it really wants to stay in there, where the holes in the bell housing plate were big enough to let it slide on. So the idea now is make the holes in the aluminum big enough for these to slide in, and these will be permanently fixed to the bell housing. So it'll go on exactly the same way every time. So we're gonna pull this thing back off, press the pins out, drill them out, get it all dialed in again, weld them on. Then we can take it apart, then we can put the clutch and flywheel in it, and then we can put the transmission on and put this thing back in the car.
Street registered car, or is it gonna be like a race car?
I mean,
track car.
I think it's not up right now, but I'm gonna register in Washington, so don't have to deal with emissions and all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, another S2000. Just like the one car I regret selling. I miss that car.
Yeah.
But
It's all like race interior, caged, all that stuff.
I don't know if he has a cage in it, because like a lot of the tracks,
Oh,
like
he's
the
running
stock
like
S2000 like support beams behind the seats, they consider that like a cage.
roll bar,
Yeah. Or yeah, like a roll bar.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Street car.
Yeah.
But he's taking like the diff.
And like some other parts. So
Goodies.
all the good.
Goodies. Grip car.
No, that's a
Prospect 2028.
no. That's a terrible drift car. You gotta do so much work. Well, mainly the steering rack.
Yeah. It's pretty twitchy.
What up, dog? Is it time? My watch is dead.
Figured,
What'd you figure, dog?
Figure that every day we eat lunch around
you know,
this time.
today is a day,
It is a day.
so we
Today's
might as
a
well eat
Monday.
some lunch.
Happy Monday to you, dude.
Dude, we're here. Today feels okay though. I had a chill weekend, so I feel pretty good. Yeah.
Monday the 18th.
You can't get away with it.
You can delete that. You can delete that.
Yeah, no, how's this thing going, by the way?
Good?
Cool.
Yeah.
So let's, you guys want to spin the wheel?
Yeah, let's do it.
You want to spin the wheel?
Is it still together?
I think it's still
It's
works.
been rebuilt.
Yeah, we like pieces keep falling off of it. Every spin. One of those little black things.
What?
Gang.
Why?
I mean, he
He
says
says
it's
it's
an
an
S2.
S2000, but it's a shell.
So
So it says 2000, but it's a shell.
What did you pay for the show?
Dollars.
An amount.
It's from his homie, so it was a good deal.
You got it, yeah.
Yeah.
So, complete shell. Nothing.
What's
he's
a
taking
complete
the deal.
shell, though?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
It has suspension, wheels, aero, all that stuff. Just he's taking the motor, the diff, and like
Trans.
I think he's leaving the trans. I hope he is.
By motor, he meant everything in the drivetrain.
Diff,
wiring
axles.
That's pretty sick. So, what are you thinking? What would you put in it?
Turbo
V8.
K. Come on.
You said, okay, I'm just making sure.
Come on, dog.
He's gonna do.
making
He's
sure.
gonna do a big block Chevy motor
Hell yeah.
with some big,
300 horsepower.
big brappy cams.
Hell yeah, brother.
Dude, if I saw an S2000
No car, no car.
Yeah, I don't know. You're Mr. 2J, so I was like, I don't know what Sean's gonna do.
I mean, if I was building a drag car, maybe.
Dude, that 2J would. You'd have to cut the front bumper in half
exactly.
and stick it out the nose of the car.
Dude, I've seen 2JS2000s and things on some stickies, popping wheelies.
Oh yeah.
Dude, they're nuts. Even with all that weight on the front, dude.
That's pretty cool.
They're nuts.
So, are you gonna try it? Is it like I'm gonna get this and one day I'll work on it, or do you actually want to try and like get after it?
Hey
with
man,
that car?
baby steps. Baby
Oh,
steps.
I'm just excited to see that car. That'd
First
be
step
cool.
is acquiring the car.
It is. That's the
He's
hardest
dropping
part.
it off next weekend.
Sick.
Yeah. And the date is gonna be. I don't know that's long.
Wait, where are you storing it?
My shop.
Yeah, room?
Yeah, I told Rodney to get his S14 out of my space.
Make room. I got a new project.
It's gonna
Sit next to
right next to the other
the other
project.
project.
Right next to the JZX.
Now you have you'll have the. All right, which one do I actually want to work on?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll do a little bit on this one, and then half the day
Dude,
do
that's
a little bit on that one,
Yeah,
and then
right.
neither
Yeah,
of them are gonna get done ever.
Ever
Yeah.
get
It's
done.
gonna be good times, guys. It's gonna be great. All right, spin that thing.
I figured we should fill out these two. You ever had Peruvian?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do Peruvian. Sean, will you write
Didn't we get-
Peruvian down?
Didn't we already get Peruvian?
We did.
No, that was something new. When something
But it
new was
was-
going on.
But it was Peruvian.
It was.
Something new, and it was Peruvian.
Oh, we could have a sandwich day. I'm down for some subs. You gonna put down some subs?
Didn't we have that on there, or we got erased after we got it one time?
I don't think we ever put it on there. We
had
used to have
some-
sandwiches a
We
lot.
had Sammy's on
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's gone now.
Oops. All right, then what? So that's Peruvian.
That is. It is.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches?
Sandwiches.
Sandwich.
Sand. Which is.
All right.
All
Ready
right.
for the spin.
All right, that's perfect. I'd like a good sandwich today.
What's a good sandwich?
The Big Kahuna at Jersey Mike's. What is it?
Well, you're not getting that today. We're getting breakfast.
Oh! All right. Mike's pumped about it.
I am not a breakfast person, but if we get breakfast burritos, I'm
That's
down
what
with
I'm
that.
thinking. I just gotta figure out where we can get breakfast
we need
burritos
good
at this
breakfast
time.
burritos
Nick's.
at 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Do you guys want to go to the burrito place on the corner over there?
Oh, maybe we can go to like IHOP and get like hash browns and bacon and eggs.
That would take like an hour, 2 hours
Really? I thought it's like super quick.
to go to. Dude, no.
No.
IHOP. When you go to IHOP, I've gone to IHOP my whole life. When you go to IHOP, it's a good time, man. I like IHOP. You just hang out.
It's a
Get
good
some good
test.
food.
The International House of Pancakes.
You guys remember when it was IHOP for like a couple days? You remember that? Oh yeah.
IHOP.
IHOP.
Yeah, when they did burgers. International House of Burgers.
Yeah.
Even though their burgers weren't that great.
Yeah. They changed the menu, and I'll never forgive them.
That sounds like some 2000s baby shit.
That was like 3 years ago, dog. You were alive. You were here. Yeah, do you guys want to just do breakfast burritos over there? Or do we want to like order some Denny's? Uber eat some Denny's? It's a crazy move.
That sounds terrible.
Oh,
You only go to Denny's at like 3 a.m. after you're drunk as hell.
It's like a Waffle House. Minus
I would put a
Sounds
little
like
respect
Waffle
on
House,
Waffle
guys.
House,
minus
but
the fights.
Waffle House is an experience, all right? Mike judges it for the cuisine. It's not
And the
about
experience both. I don't enjoy it while I'm about to eat my food.
You don't like
the
these?
guy smoking cigarettes that are making waffles, ashing into the waffles.
that. 4 teeth. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe 4 teeth at
Maybe.
best. And then there's a fight in the corner and people throwing chairs and you're just sitting there trying
That
to
sounds
eat
like
your.
a good ass.
You know, when you're there at 3 a.m. after an event with your kids, it's not that. You're like, what's going on over there?
Man,
Well,
they gotta learn sometime.
yeah.
The world is a crazy place.
Give 'em a couple more years.
Life lessons. Just go to Waffle House. Y'all need to learn.
So this is what America's really like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So you go to a Waffle House.
Dude, last time we went to Waffle House, where were we? Was that Atlanta? It might have been Waffle, or no, it might have been Atlanta. We were in Atlanta.
House. It was inside of a Waffle House.
We went to the
That's
Waffle
deep,
House,
bro.
and the workers were not having it. Basically,
course.
like we walk in, the lady's tripping. She's like, my chef left, and they're like cussing each other out, the other two ladies, and then she like straight up told us like, you guys should just go to a different one.
Have you ever seen that
She's
video?
like, if you come, like if they can't take you, then come back and I'll cook for you. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This is some Atlanta.
Yep.
There's
Exactly.
a video where this dude goes in there and they're like, nah, dog, I don't really feel like it, you know, but you can come back here and make the food. And he did. He just went back.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess
I'll do it myself.
I've seen some wild Waffle House videos. Never had that crazy of an experience. I mean, I've had some crazy ones,
that's
but
what
not like the ones in the videos.
Yeah.
That's like, you gotta be in like Tennessee or something, dude.
What you saying about Tennessee?
It's wild. Waffle Houses are wild out there.
You gotta go to
Yep.
Waffle House.
Because we've been out there driving through the country, all the way across the country, and stopped at many Waffle Houses, and I can't remember one that was good. They were all bad.
Oh man,
All bad.
all my experiences were awesome.
You sure it goes out that way?
You know, sometimes it goes out that way, sometimes it goes the other way.
But either way, we forced it.
But either way, the press gonna get it out.
Here, I got you.
All right, you got
Take
it.
this out. Take this out.
So this is the reamer. At the beginning, there's a slight taper just so it kind of gets it centered up in the hole. And these blades pretty much just slightly open up the hole exactly to what we want it to, and it's not going to get off center.
Fuller reamed. I think it's deeper with that edge. So we're just making sure that the clutch clearance to the bearing is good. It was a little bit tight. It was like 2 millimeters. So we pulled the shim out of there. Looks like it's about 3.5 millimeters now. Should be good to go. So as the clutch gets worn out, those fingers move up closer, which makes it closer to the release bearing. 3-4 millimeters, usually it's a good gap depending on the clutch. Different clutches have different amounts of wear. Also depends on how often you're going to take the clutch off and take it apart and reshim it. If it's a street car, you're probably going to start with like 5 millimeters because you're going to leave it in there for a long time. But with the race car clutches, usually they come out fairly quick, where we check them more often. So just reset that, it's ready to go. I'm gonna put the bell housing on here, bolt it down. It's ready to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ready to make some boost. Here. Burn some tires.
When was the last time you drove it?
It's getting
It's getting wild out there.
Mark's trying to get Tim.
Tim doesn't get pumped. The last time I drove this thing was, I think it was at Lime Rock, but yeah, on the big track. And I think the lap when I saw, because it was spinning a bearing, and the lap that I saw, the oil pressure light come on. I was coming into the pits, and that was it. That was it. And then we rebuilt it. And then
So the last time you drove it is after you fired it up in the shop and backed it out to warm it up.
to warm it up. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Sean.
Brand new motor.
Brand new motor.
How long ago was that?
Cam. I don't know, a year ago. I've been working on these DDE projects too much. I have not worked on my own cars at all. So now we are. Now it'll be running again, and hopefully we got all the issues sorted. Obviously we found the oil pressure leak that was internal, so we've got that plugged up. Obviously we got that little piece of silicone, which is basically, so between the head and the head gasket, and in the back here, this does not have a gasket, so you have to glue it. So, we put glue on it, and obviously we try not to use too much, but also try not to use too little. And I guess in between here, where the glue went up, and in between the head gasket there, is really close to the oil port that went through. So when we're sandwiching the back cover and everything together and then putting the head gasket on there, there must have been something, a little bit of silicone that came up and went and got into that oil passage, which is terrible that happened. But at least it was a fairly easy fix, and it's my own car. It's not like a customer car. Having a customer car come back would be an absolute nightmare.
In the cam and not like a
Yeah, I didn't
oil
ruin the
galley
whole
for
head.
like a rod bearing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would have, motor would be toast at that point.
Yeah. So
Toast the crank.
basically, we lost a cam. The cam's ruined. The cam tower stuff is ruined. But I'll find another B58 head and just pull those parts off it and finish, the other engine. So that's a good spare. But the good thing in all of this is that it could have still blown up because, like I said, the B58s have had this oil issue, and finding that high pressure fuel pump standoff had tons of oil going through it, that could actually be a positive of this whole thing. Now that's sealed up, we're not gonna have oil pressure issues. I think that was really the main problem. So, blessing in disguise.